What's up, y'all? This is WyclefJean on Music Orama TV. Sac Passé. I would say in the past 2 years, I basically was doing a lot of work in Haiti, my country, and I've been behind the scenes, still in the music. Just like Babyface, you know, sometimes sometimes I like to be the artist, sometimes I like to be the producer. So, you know, I've done a lot of work, and I've worked with Akon, Lil Wayne, Nora Jones, Paul Simon, you know, the list go on and on.
Where my money at? She ended up in the roll call, bruised up, scarred hard. All you wanna know is where my money at? She ball, yeah. He called. I'ma tell you, like who told me, cash rules everything around me. Sing your dollar, dollar bill, y'all. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all. I'ma tell you, like who told me, cash rules everything around me. Sing your dollar, dollar bill, y'all. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, my link with Haiti is always strong because that's really where I come from. And if you don't know where you're from, you don't know where you're going. And for me, you know, when I came to America, I was 10 years old, and I always wanted a Haitian to look up to. You know, everyone was there, who's the Haitian I could look up to? So the Haitian kids look up to me. So it's important that I always have communication with them. Well, the thing about Haiti I want people to understand is we're moving towards a new generation now. The generation we're moving to is what's called hip-hop Creole. So now these kids are rapping in their own language. They're rapping in Creole, they're rapping in French. So we started a label which is called Sac Passé Records. Like, what's up? You know, what's going on? And there's a group called Barricat Crew, BC. There's another kid called Jimmy O. There's Black Alex. The good thing is, in the next 2 months, we will have Sac Passé Records on iTunes. So you'll at least be able to go listen and to see the new vibes and the new energy going on in Haiti. I mean, for me, it was my best time in music when you had like the hip hop, then you had the digital reggae going, and then you had Michael Jackson and Prince. I remember I was in the projects. It was one video channel. There was no separation. The video channel would play the hip hop, it would play the reggae, it would play the Prince, it would play the Michael Jackson. And for me, that was always the kind of music I wanted to do. I was like, always, I don't want to be in a box. I always want to be able to do everything that I've seen on the television, you know? I would say, you know, first time I met Michael Jackson, I probably was 21. And my memory of him, you know, he called me on the telephone. I spoke to him first on the phone. I thought someone was playing a joke on me. And it was the real Michael Jackson. And he got a chance to come to see me in the studio. My memories of Michael Jackson in the studio, if I could sum it up, would probably be a musical muse. Because when Michael Jackson shook my hand and he looked at me in the eyes, and he was like, I love Gone to November. He's like, you know, I love the song you did for Whitney Houston. When Michael Jackson tell me that, I feel like there's not a thing in the world that I can't do just because Michael Jackson told me that. You know, in the studio, his energy, the way that he listened to music, he always tap his feet and he move his head. And then, and he be, and he's doing all of these rhythms. And you could just, man, and you looking and you're like, man, this is amazing how he hears so much inside of the music. Definitely. I mean, Nina Simone for me represents the goddess of music. And, you know, what a lot of people don't know is in high school, my background is jazz. So for me, when you speak of Nina Simone, she's an example of if there was no Nina Simone, I would not be here. You know, she represents the ideal of traveling and making sure you get to a group of people and say, hey, I'm Nina Simone and I want you to check out some music. And then that music travel all around the world. I mean, these are our musical ambassadors. Without them, we wouldn't be doing what we do. Well, I mean, for me, like coming from a hut and then going to the projects, when I got to the projects, a kid was like, yo, we from the projects, we tough. I was like, you not tough. I'm from a hut. I'm tough. I said, you got sneakers. I don't have no sneakers. I said, you got a taxi. I used to go to school on a donkey. So now to go from a hut to the projects to a mansion. Now, what does that tell you about yourself now? That means you don't have no excuse because you have a greater opportunity than I had. No matter what you say, you can't blame the recession. You have to get up and you got to find a job. You got to get to work. That's basically what we're saying. Yeah, I would say when I came to the States, hip hop definitely was the start of my mind. Like when I heard this music in the projects, I was like, yo, this is the music for me, you know? Yes.
Some live for the bill, some kill for the bill. Yeah. Where my money at? She whine for the bill, grind for the bill. Oh. Where my money at? Some steal for the bill, they gotta pay the bill. Yeah. Tonight, Wyclef ain't gone, Wizzy on the bill. Oh.